Well, hello, hello. Hey, everyone. My name is Matt with Grafted Branch Homestead. Welcome to our urban homestead in training where we are learning the skills and putting things in practice now to hopefully benefit us later on a larger scale and invite you to join with us as we explore and learn some stuff here. So this morning is Garden Chat with Matt and Garden Tea with Farmer Casey. So we're going to go around the garden a little bit. I'm going to show you some of what we got going on here on the urban homestead, talk about some successes and failures and different things we saw. Hopefully that'll help someone out or just give you some entertainment. So let me hop in, see who's here, and we'll get going. Hey, CDB, good to see you. So can you hear me? Can you see me? Are we 5x5? Stella, leave those chickens alone. Come on, let's go out here. So I know the microphone's not too good because I have to use the phone microphone with StreamYard on my phone here. But can you see me? Can you hear me? I get a 5x5 there. If you can hear me, CDB, awesome. Thank you very much. So it's good to see you. Good morning. I hope you're doing good this morning. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start my little garden tour. Hopefully a few others join us. And then we have Farmer Casey coming up here. So this morning's kind of a cooler morning in New Mexico. It's nice. It's early still, and it's going to get hot. A little bit cooler. I think you mean, or I'm assuming you mean the cuckoosies or the snake gourds. I have. I'll show you where those are at. We'll get to that. They're on the other side. There are the chickens right now. They are in here enjoying some lettuce. And then if Betty will move, what I wanted to show on these hot days that really helps out is I like to sometimes take just a Tupperware and put a little bit of water in that and some food, and then I'll freeze it and then let a little more water and some food. And so in here they got corn and cucumbers and some noodles and things. And so that will melt down throughout the day if it's hot, give them a nice cool treat. Hey, RG Arizona Homestead, good to see you in here. Hope you're doing well. We are doing good. Yeah, good to catch you this morning. Oh, there, chickens are happy. This here is my three sisters' garden that has gone crazy. So this was the plot that had the red winter wheat berries, and when we harvested those, I decided we were going to do corn, but I also needed to get some beans and squash going. So we decided to do three sister method. Now this bed is insane. It's going great. Let me set this up real quick. So the big difference between this garden bed and our other garden bed is this one we use compost from the quail compost, super high nitrogen rich compost throughout the whole bed. And so it really worked well. We have some great compost that we were able to make off the birds there. And so if you're unfamiliar with the three sister method, normally this would be a lot more spread out. You want like 3 to 4 feet between the corn clumps. We are on the urban homestead, so part of our practice is I'm trying to work with square footage and maximize what I have. So I did plant them closer together on purpose and wanted to see if that would affect it too much or how it would do. So we are learning. The three sister method uses 3 different plants: corn, a pole bean, and some squash. And so what happens is the corn needs a ton of nitrogen. That's why the compost area here is doing so well. And so it will absorb that. The beans that are planted around add nitrogen back into the soil, so that benefits the corn there. The corn provides structure or stalk for the beans to climb up, or like a trellis, and support there. And then squashes around the base create some ground cover and retain moisture in the soil. And so that's the idea here. And so let me show a little bit. What we're looking at here is one of the squashes. And you might be able to see there's beans intertwined in it. So there's some flowers on it. I don't see any squashes on this particular plant right now. The corn is going to be planted, and let me take the phone off. Corn is planted in little groups. You might be able to see instead of rows. And so they're close together, but that's how they're going. And then you'll see some beans in here, and I'm hoping they'll get enough light. That's my only concern. If you really look, you're going to see the squashes running in throughout there as well. So this is that bed. One benefit of getting this corn in a little later, because it was following the wheat that I've noticed, is I don't have the problem with the little caterpillars like I had in previous years eating up my corn, or at least I haven't had that problem yet. So I'm monitoring it. And I'm thinking maybe it's because it's planted a little later and the heat out here maybe has kept that at bay. I've also been doing some more overhead watering on it so as to hopefully knock off anything that may be. So I just kind of peel this back and check from time to time. I don't use any chemicals or anything like that on the garden. It's all just natural stuff, organic. And because of that, I definitely have more challenges. It's not easier to do it or naturally or organically. You have to put a lot more thought into it. Here we have my Concord grapes, which are doing amazing. Oh my gosh, and they are so tasty. This year they're a lot sweeter than last year. I have the bird net on it because every time I walk out here, that's good. Ooh, that was good. One moment. Great grape. So every time I walk out here, the birds are flying off with big old grapes in their mouth. And so we got the net on the grapes here. Hopefully that helps. I'm thinking because of the way the garden's built, it would be pretty easy. And I'm probably going to end up covering most of the garden in bird cloth. They're one of our biggest problems. These grapes, I'm going to have another. These are good. It looks like just a couple people in here. That's good. Here's some sweet potatoes. I don't think Verna's in here right now, but she had asked about my sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes like a straw or a lot of loose soil to grow in deep. This bed is not ideal for it at all, but this is where they're planted. So they're doing okay. They haven't done a lot, to be honest, but they are alive. And in here, I have sweet potatoes in another area too, we'll show. All right, coming on around. There's some little cucumbers in there, which we haven't had a lot of luck with. All right, so coming around, we have a lot of carrots going and some pickling cucumbers along the fence. I'm hoping in the heat they're not doing much. I'm hoping with fall those go. We have volunteer tomato plants everywhere. You'll see those all throughout the garden. Now this here's my Jerusalem artichokes or sunchokes. Love this plant. It'll get about 6 to 8 feet tall. It has little flowers on it. The stalks grow a lot like sunflowers, but at the root they grow these tubulars, a lot like potatoes, but they're sweeter. So really delicious. I love them. They grow without a lot of care and just kind of invasively almost. Some other plants going through here. This year, one thing we've noticed is things have just been going a lot slower as well. So when we should be harvesting or the plant should be about ready, it just isn't. So there's some challenges there. We've been challenged with pill bugs and June bugs and other bugs eating all the plant starts as soon as we plant them, and had trouble with how many we could start inside. The greenhouse should help with that. Once we get that up and running. But for now, that's some of the challenge. So other plants in here. I like to pull other cover crops just for the birds. And come back around. And so we'll go here for just a second and we'll stand here without any reason or anything up our sleeve for just a moment with my hand out just like this. And then, yep, good time to remind everyone, thanks CDB, make sure you hit that like button. Hey J Mary, good morning, good to see you. We haven't been on too long. I'm just standing here for no reason at all with my hand out just like this, looking at our sunchokes. Oh boy, what is this? Oh no, it almost landed in my hand, buddy. That's Barbara Casey's drone. Here, let's get this one going. All right, are we ready? Well, let's try, and then I'll continue my garden tour. Oh, okay. Let me give it back to you. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna finish my little garden tour and then we'll chat some more. So you'll see here the hoops from the trampoline we took apart. That's gonna be the greenhouse. Hopefully getting the plants started in there. So that actually kind of brings me to another thing we ran against this year was here in New Mexico, we do get some pretty deep frosts late into the year. And so I was trying to avoid that this year with planting a little later. However, I think the heat caught up and stunted some of the stuff. So I got some stuff planted kind of late. Um, so I really need to be using covers, I believe, or the greenhouse. All right, let's walk right around. We'll leave the back 40 here and the chickens just so low. So we have been getting eggs galore. If you're watching this in your local and you would like some farm fresh chicken eggs, let me know. Excuse me. Watering system is giving them water. So nice and good there. And so over here, my elderberry has died. Elderberries like water, and we just don't have enough of it here. Catnip's doing good. This is a first for us this year. We actually don't have a lot of luck with pumpkins, which I know someone here did, but or things like that. This year we did have good luck with these little watermelons. They're a nice surprise. This one got burned by the metal a little bit. And I hear Farmer Casey, he's having fun with his drone there. So Farmer Casey's been out here harvesting chamomile, hibiscus, sage, and a lot of herbs. One thing our gardens have done really well this year is with herbs, of course, with us focusing on that. So Farmer Casey here has been harvesting away, haven't you? And we've been drying, getting ready for his teas. So we'll talk about the teas a little bit later here, but we are a little bit behind on that. Still making progress with good organic products. So fennel, and I pulled some carrots here for our stew last night. And then wrapping around the side, we're not really going to go in the quail shack. I need to clean out their tray. But they're doing good. Look at that little guy. They're waiting for their breakfast. They say, hey, me. On Sundays, they get their breakfast a little late because I'm doing this. So I got this tarp up here just because it's been so hot. Kind of take some of the heat off the side of this building in the morning. And then I can be out here as well. It's Nikki. Where's Nikki? There's Nikki. She's hobbling around a little bit. I don't know if her foot's bothering her. It doesn't look like anything I can really see, but she's kind of hobbling around. So she hangs out back here. All right, let's go around. We got, if you watch my wife's Instagram or TikTok, we got a good amount of potatoes, Gold Rush potatoes out of this bin, and ate some of them last night. Absolutely delicious. That worked really well. I don't think I'm going to use this bin for potatoes again, though, just because of its drainage and how it's set up. This bin, I actually think I'm going to turn into our strawberry, one of our strawberry bins. Got some beans popping up there. This was a pot I just kind of desperately planted things in, trying to get them going. Yes, I did build this one, yeah. Linseed oil. So these bricks are great. If you guys want to do a garden easy, or you're like me, like to move things around and readjust and all, these bricks are awesome. Solo's awesome too. These bricks are awesome. So you just cut your boards to length, and I linseed oil them, and then they just fit down in there. Right? And so this bed we had built for the potatoes because it was really easy to harvest. I could just pull the sides out and scoop the soil out. I'm thinking I might put strawberries in there though. What do you think? Yeah?
See that little like strawberry bush? That was the first thing we ever planted in this whole entire garden. And before we even had this garden, it was just it was all like grass. Except for that, it was
We did a lot of work having it paying off. All right. We will. So I should have my little cup. You see that little cup over there? There's a big old bee over here, huh? Or a beetle. Look, there you go. Woo! Almost hit the phone. You should go get that little cup sitting by the gate there. Do you see it? Look, over there by the garden gate. Okay. This is some spearmint here. And we got some flowers. They're not doing too hot. Here's our peach tree. And the sound will improve when we get inside. Sorry, I just don't have a good mic right now. Oh, oh no. Big beetles. We got peaches. This is our peach tree from Peach Pit. Okay,
I'm curious.
I'm going to put my tea together a little bit. So I'm going to grab a couple of these young leaves. Can you touch it? Because I got one hand. The peach tree leaves are great for digestion. And I have issues with that. I do talk about quite a bit. But so I'm going to grab a couple peach tree leaves. Let's come over here for some good oral hygiene and taste and my breath. And we'll pick a couple of these. We're going to put a little bit of spearmint. I have your tea picked out, but we're going to do this for mine. All right, got a couple of those? Okay. Let's go over here again real quick, just because I like some chamomile in my tea. I really enjoy it. Let's get a couple of them. Ready? Okay. Now let's go show the main garden. Oh, we've already at 17 minutes. Some sunflowers, some onions, different beans, okra, and other things in here. Our yarrow. Oh, put buzz buttons in mine. You put buzz buttons in there. Are you just making me a tea? Well, I was going to put specific things in there, but okay. We got some thyme, it looks like. That's good to put in the tea. I don't remember what the thyme was good for exactly. And some lavender, okay. Oop, you all right? You got poked with the scissors. Come here. Yeah, you got poked a little bit. You okay? Oh, sorry, buddy. All right, so let's go over here. I'm going to put a little bit of lemongrass. You want to come over here? So this, we got lemongrass coming in. We have some other squashes in here. There's zucchini, black beauty. Black beauty zucchini doing good. And some cayenne peppers. All right, let's get a little bit of this lemongrass. I'm just going to cut pieces off. Your elbow okay?
Yeah.
All right. Here we have some of our other grapes. These ones haven't turned yet. These are the muscadines. They've been getting hot. Volunteer tomato plants. So over here we have a lot of lettuces. There's one tomato. So this bed was supposed to be tomato plants. We had two on the end here that when we were learning about suckers, the tops of the plants got clipped, and not a sucker. So those stopped growing. We do have one here. So that's been a little bit of our struggle. Look, here's some lemon balm. I'm going to put this since we're kind of making a hodgepodge tea now. I like the lemon balm too. So it's really tasty. It's good for oral hygiene and things. Here we got some tomatoes. Mmm. They do look good with basil at the bottom. Mom says put yarrow on your wound. Basil down there. We harvested one of our cabbages, didn't we? Oh no, come here, Casey. Yeah, it's a little poke, but it's bleeding a little bit. You want to see maybe Mama can clean you up and then you can come back out? Okay, go get cleaned up real quick and then come back out, okay? You got a little poke with the tip of the scissor there. These beds here, the roly-polies and June bugs have just been mowing down, and the bugs have been eating, so I've been desperately planting kind of anything in here, just trying to get it to go. There's a little bit of corn popping up now, and some chickpeas and beans. You can see the bugs are still eating it away, though. And then over here, we got cabbages. We had picked one of them. They're still doing all right. I think we've learned cabbages definitely need to be bottom watered though, not top watered. So over here we got broccolis coming in, and the sun's kind of at a bad angle for me to be showing. There we go. We got some broccoli heads in our broccoli bed. And we're going to finish this tour up pretty quick and get inside. More squashes. Over here we got blackberries. This is an area of my garden nothing really likes to grow. But there's a few things coming. Sage, and put a little bit of that in my tea. And peppermint, that's what I'm looking for. We got 3 different kinds of mint in here, and I've just kind of gotten good about learning which ones are which. So this here, I believe, is peppermint. We get a little bit of that. There we go. Other things going. This is the Kukuzi plant. It's another one that's growing. It's not growing super fast this year, but it's growing up the pole. There's peppers. There's actually some peppers on the pepper plant, even though they're tiny plants. Yum, peppers. These are cayennes that are struggling. So this bed here is another bed that was just wiped out by bugs, and no matter what we plant, it couldn't get going. Egyptian walking onion. That's doing good. All right. So there's other things, but I'm going to go ahead and cut our tour here. We're going to get inside. So I have thought about bees, and the only problem I have here with us being so urban, I'm worried about them picking up poisons from plants around us. I'm still throwing that one around, but cool. I'm going to turn this camera off. Don't leave. We're going to review. We'll get back together inside here. I'm just going to cut this camera off for a moment so everyone grab some tea, coffee, or a snack, and we'll be right back. All right. Well, hello. Hopefully the sound's a little better. Can you guys see and hear me here? Let's see. We got, sorry, but you detest peppermint. Reminds you of juicy fruit gum and you hate gum. I hate gum in general. When I was a kid, my mom's purse always smelled like juicy fruit. And then CDB J Mary, my mom's purse smelled like Avon lipstick. And so they're kind of laughing. 5 by 5, awesome. All right. You feeling a little better?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, all right. Farmer Casey felt a little queasy for a moment. You shut the door for me.
I think I might have overheated.
It got a little yeah. He thinks he may have overheated a little bit. So it's getting hot out there already. I'm going to turn this screen off so we can follow this one.
I'm not good with heat at all.
No, we get overheated. Yeah, and at this time in the morning, it's kind of really picking up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so first.
Oh, I thought we were going to do it like this because it's fire.
Well, let's do it in that one.
Oh, okay.
So first things first, you want to introduce yourself for anyone who doesn't know you and say hi?
Hi, I'm Farmer Casey.
Farmer Casey.
Yep.
We got some good people in here. J. Mary's in here. CDB. We got, I think RG was in here, and a couple people. So good morning, everyone. Good to see you. We're going to do a couple teas this morning. Sometimes we go through the garden and pick out the teas. We have our teas coming up, right? So we're going to hop right into that as I spent a little extra time in the garden. So I'm a little shorter on this time, right? Okay. Let's get our teacups first. You okay?
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
I don't know if you poked me
You got poked, but I think the little clippers had two little prongs, and I think you just kind of got poked a little bit.
I know, but I don't know if it just poked one hole or two.
Oh, does it kind of hurt? Okay, so I got your tea this morning. It's hot in here too. I got the color changing one from Frugal Off-Grid.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
I loved it.
Now, you and Mom have been working hard at developing your teas, right?
Yeah.
And so we got those coming. So I got some of the grafted teas done, but yours we're still working on, so that's why we're delaying the opening a little bit, right? But Mom put together this nice list with you, and so I was thinking maybe we could read a little bit of your teas and what they are. But we'll do that in a moment. Okay, let's get your tea going.
It's a pan heating up.
It's heating up. So this tea, I splashing everywhere. Golly. I made a big old mess. So this tea here is from Frugal Off-Grid. And this is his, I forget the name of this one, but it's the color changing one.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm going to use, you want to go around and get me one of the diffusers, the little guys?
Yeah.
I should have one that's open there. I think I left my other one in the kitchen.
Where is it?
Oh, okay. Let me come find it.
I don't see it anywhere.
I forgot that piece.
We haven't really scheduled anything for today, so we don't really know what to do, so we're just gonna talk and stuff.
When we do, we gotta make sure we're louder though, because the microphone won't pick you up.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a few things here for my tea. I got some hibiscus.
Oh, cool.
So now mine's a fresh tea, but the hibiscus is really good for digestive issues, right?
Yeah.
You and me both got that cough going today too. Peach tree leaves. You got me peppermint, looks like spearmint, thyme, rosemary, and lemongrass. So I was going for a tea with the peach tree leaves and hibiscus that would give me more digestive. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry.
Would give me a little bit more digestive health. It looks like you threw a whole bunch of other things in there for me too.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's good. We'll taste that.
You didn't say everything I put in there.
Well, I was trying to go for more of a specific one, but we're kind of a mess today. Sorry, everyone. We're choking and coughing and bleeding, and there we go. But we want our teas to steep here for about 5 to 7 minutes. So we're going to let those sit here and steep. Look, yours is changing.
Yeah.
And then you have a special treat for us.
So?
Now, we've made omelets quite a few times on our channel, right?
Yeah.
You love making omelets, and you're good at it.
And I know how to make pancakes as well.
You know how to make pancakes? Okay, one second. You gotta be a little louder, okay? I know it sounds like you're yelling at this mic, but my mic's not very good, so we gotta be a little louder to pick up our voices.
Okay, but it will make sense because it's
That they can't hear. Okay, so we're using quail eggs, right?
Yes. So we got our little cup of quail eggs. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
So.
And we got our little My Mini pan.
Mm-hmm.
Let me plug it in so it can start getting hot.
Oh, I thought you said you heated it up.
Nope, I haven't heated it yet. So we're gonna plug it in here. I also, if you notice, if you guys joined me last night, I had said I was gonna move around the office here and have a little different setup. That didn't get done. I did get the Carlsbad video finished, so everyone can check that out. That took me longer than I thought, and it was just way too late, and I fell asleep by the time.
Look how
But if you haven't seen the Carlsbad video, go check that out. It's a little over half an hour long, but it's amazing shots.
that's like a
Isn't
deep
that-
blue.
It is a deep blue. Okay.
It doesn't look
And now
as,
mine's a fresh tea.
it doesn't look as blue, but trust me, it's like 2 times darker than it looks on screen. It's crazy.
See, so J. Mary's saying, see, that is not dried stuff in your tea. And that I understand, but but you didn't chop it up. Would chopping it up give it more flavor? Yeah, definitely chopping it up or muddling it or something like that. I kind of pulled it apart and just crammed it in there. If I had chopped it, it would have done a lot more. I find, at least though, the fresh teas are definitely a lot stronger than the dry ones, I think.
Yeah.
I'll let it steep for a little longer, but
Is this going to be our seasoning mix?
so this is salt, pepper, and your parsley.
Okay. So we're going to do that. And I think it's starting to get to the good temperature. So
Okay.
so what we're going to do is we're going to take our we're going to take our eggs. We're going to put a little bit of cheese because I like to put a little bit of cheese in mine.
In with the eggs.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I put in a couple tomatoes as well. And then I really like parsley in mine.
So we got egg, quail egg, some cheese, tomatoes, parsley.
So
Did you put the salt and pepper? I didn't see.
oh
Are you
yeah.
gonna wait?
Yeah,
Oh, you put with the parsley, so
Yeah.
it's in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mixed it.
Oh, okay.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and just slowly pour it into our pan.
I'm gonna pour it in there. All right.
We take it out.
Let's see.
So
Oh, I may have put a little too much oil, huh?
yeah.
That's okay. It'll go to the side. So let's let it sit.
Mhm.
Because I don't think it's quite hot enough. And you can kind of see it in there on the camera. It looks delicious. So we really just like to cook on camera here in our live streams just to make everyone hungry.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Let's see. Spice is saying using a mortar would make it stronger, but I don't think that's the goal. I think just having fresh, easy herbal tea. That's my goal, yeah. Let's see. I know that blue tea, but I forgot the name. I tried to grow it, but it didn't do well. So what causes his blue tea to change colors? It changes colors with acidity or with lemon juice. So when the pH changes, it changes. The plant that does it is the butterfly pea plant. And so it's actually one we want to grow here as well. Farmer Casey's Gourmet Garden Teas are all from the garden, so they're things we grow. That's kind of what's slowing us a little bit, but we haven't done it yet. So you said it didn't do well for you. You only had it in a pot, not the ground. So we might try to do it in the ground when we do. I put a lot of it in here. See, his is really deep. You know what you should do while this cooks for just a sec? Run into the door of the fridge and get the lemon juice thing. So we can put a little lemon juice to show.
Yeah, the lemon juice. Oh, and the honey.
Yeah, I have honey. And so that's really interesting. You tried growing it. We definitely want to. So in Casey's blue Kool-Aid tea that we're developing, I'd like to add butterfly pea flower in there as well. That's probably a tea we're looking at coming out next year. Originally, the goal for getting our shop open with our teas was to have it open in fall because we're harvesting. I had pushed that up a little bit with grafted teas because those are sourced organic teas. However, I go back and forth a lot. I've decided to wait a little bit so I can launch them all at the same time. Would you like a
I
hand?
need to flip it.
You got it. Daddy got kind of good at flipping, but I don't know about in this pan.
I know, it's kind of weird.
All right.
No, I guess it's.
Well, it's folded. And you really like the quail eggs. Do you like them more than chicken eggs, or just differently?
I'm not quite sure.
So I like them differently. I like the chicken eggs too. I like the quail eggs. They actually taste very similar.
Yeah.
Okay. When we're gonna flip this onto the plate, we'll let it cool for a minute and we'll try our teas. So if you guys saw the lights dim there, that's because of the power draw in this room. And so that's why I'm gonna be rearranging the room. We're gonna be putting some of it on some solar, the computer. All right. You ready to flip it? Let me unplug.
So, ooh, I think I might have put a little bit too much cheese, but that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it over to our plate. Give me a shimmy it. Watch, we'll fold it, and then we'll fold it.
We'll put it now. Stuff will just fall out.
Oh, there we go. Put the tomatoes back on top.
So, lift this tomato down.
We'll show that. No, because it's just like it's hard for me to get back. As soon as Casey's done here, I'm gonna scoot it and move this.
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's move this. We'll clean up just a little bit so we don't make a mess, and then we'll show your omelet. Thank you, babe.
Okay, so,
All right, I'm gonna move this, and then this is hot. So let me take this, and then we'll show the camera.
this omelet looks very good. Oops, the tomatoes fell off.
Did your tomatoes slide?
I was
Okay, I'm
showing
gonna move the
them.
camera real quick. Oh yeah. Well, let me move this.
Sorry.
So here's Casey's quail egg omelet. Mmm.
Okay.
You gonna try it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope you guys are hungry. I hope you have a good breakfast going today.
So I never really tried to make them with quail eggs. The only reason I did it today
A little
because
louder.
it's because they cook faster.
You decide using the dates. Okay, I gotta have you hop up so I can get in. There we go. Daddy can't squeeze in here so good. It's hot. Is
Yeah.
it tasty?
I won't.
Okay, let's show your tea. So it is blue. Is it hot?
Very.
So it's blue. And when we add lemon juice, that changes the pH, right?
Mhm.
So we'll add some lemon juice in here. Do you want honey? Sure. Let me stir it real quick, and then we'll show, and then I'll put honey. So I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick that up. But now that we've added lemon juice, and you can see it's purple. Yeah, it's the butterfly pea. All right, let's put a little bit of honey. It worked. You're hungry. Good. That's the goal. Yep. Is it my turn? Oh, okay. Whoa. Mmm. It's good. So I did your bag extra today because I really wanted it colored. I added extra full. Okay. There's yours. You want to try your tea?
Yeah.
And then mine is going here. And so we're going to try our teas, and then I'm going to actually read a little bit about some of your teas that we're going to be doing. And then I'm going to show, and put a little lemon juice in mine. So mine won't change, but it's going to be good. And then I'll show a little sneak peek at grafted teas. And then we're going to hop off because we don't have, oh, look it. Well, it did change. Look, it went clear. It wasn't clear.
Yeah. I don't
The
know.
lemon juice cleared it up.
I don't know if the camera is seeing it, but the thing was, it was like a yellow color.
It was yellow. It was
And then-
amber.
And then as soon as when I put in the lemon juice, it just turned like clear.
Mmm. Casey, you and your fresh teas. Try that.
Why does it smell like Kool-Aid?
Your teas do. They smell like Kool-Aid. I don't know what you're putting. It's something with the combination of something you're throwing in there when I'm not looking.
Maybe it's because I put like my
I'm gonna try
couple
yours.
of favorites in. Is it my favorites? Is my combination of favorites Kool-Aid?
So I like his too. His are good.
We should be saying Kool-Aid so much.
It's tasty.
Tastes even more like Kool-Aid than the last one.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's weird. It did change. That's cool. All right, look, I'm gonna do something weird. We're gonna make it. Man, I don't want to mix them. I'm gonna mix them. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a chaos tea. We kind of started with it anyway, so I might get a stomachache. That's what we're gonna do. You want more honey in yours?
Yes, please.
Okay, and then we're gonna talk about your teas a little bit. So I got this paper here that Mom put a lot of work into, and you've been doing a lot. I don't think we need more lemon juice. I think now we're getting crazy with it.
I know.
Okay. So these, by the way, we're gonna have in the shop. I don't know if people saw, but I'll show a little bit. The items we use: little snail holds your tea bag on the cup. These little wooden spoons. These are great and reusable to spoon tea or sugar out. We have tea spoons. These are metal. They're good for grabbing and pinching your tea bag out. And then, of course, these are good for many uses. They're recyclable, compostable, reusable little bamboo trays, dishes. And I can wash this, and I do, and use it quite a bit. Here, let's not play, though. I don't want
Well, I just
Honey, don't do that, please. Thank you. You're gonna mess up my tea.
I just like touched the tea bag once with the thing, and then it instantly just like turned purple.
Oh, okay, but I don't want to mash it all in there, okay?
Okay.
And look, we got water on my keyboard.
That's not-
No, that's not good. We need to be doing what we're supposed to. Okay, there we go. So let's read
Farmer
it.
Casey's secret ingredients.
Yes, it's chaos. That's it.
Tea time has turned into science class.
All right, so we got this here. This is, she had put some of our local things we're gonna sell, but they're gonna be on the site. So we'll put our eggs on there, right?
No, this is our secret recipe.
Well, I can tell a little bit.
Secret recipe.
How about I read some of the names of your teas? Okay. So we got Farmer Casey's Preparedness Tea. We got Farmer Casey's Soothing Tea. And Farmer Casey's Strengthening Tea. And I actually have one that you've put together I've been developing too. It's a secret tea, but I can tell the name. It's Farmer Casey's Lazarus Tea because it gets you on your feet. So should I read these? I won't read all the ingredients right now, but I will read what they do.
Dad, did you taste this?
I like teas. Okay, so I'm going to read what they do. So we got Farmer Casey's Preparedness Tea. Farmer Casey's Preparedness Tea is a healing and calming, keeping you healthy and preparing your body to handle any adventures that may go on. So that one's going to get you prepared. So that one has, it does have an ingredient J. Mary would not like in there. She said she doesn't. Then we have Farmer Casey's Soothing Tea. So Farmer Casey's Soothing Tea will calm your mind and your body, and it's good for relaxation. Farmer Casey's Strengthening Tea. So Farmer Casey's Strengthening Tea promotes good digestion, calm body, full of antioxidants, and for a healthy immune system, right? And then the Lazarus Tea is going to be a kind of yeehaw blend that gets you on your feet. So those are Farmer Casey's Gourmet Garden Teas. Those are picked and dried here from our garden in the Southwest Desert. We don't use any chemicals, no more lemons,
I know.
or anything like that. Right?
Yeah.
And then we have Grafted Branch. Let me see, I had it here. I'm going to have to get up again. Well, I was going to show my little package for grafted teas because those are coming in 3 teas to start with as well. It's the Yeehaw blend, which is a morning blend, good to get you up on your feet. That's also a caffeinated one. So that will give you about the same amount of caffeine in it as a cup of coffee, but without the jitters. We also have the Harmony blend. So that's a good day or night blend, hot or cold blend, and just a calm, soothing tea blend. Hey, there we go. There's the packaging for the Harmony blend. So there's a sneak peek. And then we have Serenity, which is our Serenity Herbal Tea Blend. That one's going to be good for sleep, relaxation, or really calming you down.
So
Talk loud. Sorry. Yeah, I know our microphone's not very good. When I go back and watch the videos, I have a really hard time hearing me too. So sorry about that.
So here is our tea, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but and there is the tea itself, with that little packet.
So it comes in a box that is You can reuse it if you have a purpose. You can recycle it. It's compostable. So actually, 95% of the packaging, minus the little card and the sticker there, and the plastic bag. But by weight, 95% of the packaging is compostable and biodegradable. And so these little packages also are going to keep your tea from getting crushed in the mail. I noticed that happens sometimes. And then we can also put goodies in here and extras.
See, durable.
Don't do that, please. No.
It's durable.
It is durable.
Not
I don't
a
want to
dent.
break it right away.
Not a dent in it, I tell you. Not a dent.
So they say nice. All right. Well, your omelet was great. Tea were good. We did a good garden tour. We are going to get off in a few, but was there a few things? Did you break it already?
No.
No? Okay. I strapped it so you can't turn it.
I go.
We had some big things last week. I don't know if you wanted to talk about. We also had our Carlsbad trip. So some of that's out in video that you guys, we encourage you to check out. We had fun. Did you have fun doing Carlsbad?
Yeah.
Okay. You were getting super antsy and a little goofy, and I'm running low on time. So we'll open it up. Does anyone have questions, comments, anything you'd like to share or ask either me or Farmer Casey before we end our Sunday morning stream? Anything you'd like to say?
Buy his tea.
Buy the tea.
Buy it, I tell you. Buy it. Buy it.
No.
Oh.
Hopefully we can get that out there and help some people with that too. All right. Well, it doesn't look like a whole lot. Thank you, everyone, for showing up this morning, and for those that watch in replay. As always, hopefully you enjoyed some of it. Sunday morning's chat does seem, to me at least, a little rushed, but we have to get on to other things in the day.
J. Mary has a bee question.
Oh, okay.
Do you?
Oh, CDB is saying J. Mary has a bee question. So she had asked a bee question. You must have missed my question or didn't hear, but I have. Have you ever thought about having hive of bees to pollinate your tea? So we have. I mentioned it a little bit in the garden, but probably didn't hear.
But there's like bees in our garden anyways. It's like they go crazy in summer. In summer, it's just like a whole entire like 3 hives. Just.
There's a lot of bees that hang out. So I want to keep bees.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I want the honey. I want the pollinators for the tea and specific to our area.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few concerns with bees here where we're at. So we're a very urban area, and my concerns are there's a lot of commercial properties and things around us that I'm sure use insecticides and sprays on their flowers and things, and I don't want that to transfer to my bee colony and then to the honey and things. I don't know. I could just be overly concerned with it. It may not be a problem. But that's the biggest thing keeping me from having bees right now. You can do them in urban areas. It's just our particular urban area. I have some concerns. So we will do them.
So one thing that I just wanted to say about bees. So the bushes we have like these 2 like bushes in the front of our house, and we never cut them down. They're just these big, very big bushes. And like every single spring, literally just like so many of them came. Like in the front, we just hear.
There's a lot of bees hanging around. Yep.
And it was weird. Like the whole entire inside was just filled with bees. So like every single time we went to get in our car from the parking lot, I'm just like.
Yeah, they try and get us. So there's a lot of natural bees. We do want bees. Hopefully that answers your question with some of our concerns. Now, when we do get on land, that's certainly something we're going to get on right away. Those are just some of my concerns. So hopefully that answers your question. Great question. Thanks for asking, J. Mary. Sorry I didn't get to it right away. And thank you, CDB, for bringing that to our attention as always. So, yeah, we do want to do bees, and in particular to pollinate our teas. And so I'd like to have a large lavender area and a large chamomile area and different ones with a hive at each one. That'd be neat, huh?
Yeah.
And we've learned with the bees, we used to be scared, like you were saying, with kind of pulling away, right? But now we've learned if we don't pay attention, then they don't really bother us, huh?
Yeah. Have any of you guys just been doing something? It can be anything. and then like a bee just like or like a bee or a beetle just flies up right in your face. And you're like, what?
So this mix, if anyone's interested, is not good. Separately, they're good. Together, it's putting off a really funky taste. So
I know. I like.
we'll say no
No.
to the chaos.
No, I like chaos. I actually think it tastes pretty good.
That's good.
I think this tastes pretty good.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you, everyone. We got 7 people. Looks like. Thank you, everyone that showed up. Thank you guys for keeping us going. Right. We appreciate you so much. Stay tuned for updates when our teas come out. When Farmer Casey's teas come out. So he's been learning on the back end side of entrepreneurship on developing and getting things ready. And then you'll get the front end of sales and stuff on entrepreneurship soon, right?
Yeah.
Build a little nest egg for you. Yeah. All right. So you guys be strong. Get out there. Do the things wherever you're at. There's things you can do. And make it a good week. Go at it with purpose, right? All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. See you guys next week.